be getting underway in a moment. We're ready? Okay, yeah, we're ready. Hey, thank you for the follow-up, Zadale. Which is a familiar name. Alrighty. Let's get ready to go. Hello, Connor. It is probably a reasonable time for you today. Do I want to spectate the safety car? We'll spectate the safety car and we'll run through the field here. Beating people in a children's card game. Oh, fun. Alrighty, boys. It's been a while, so hold on. Let me readjust here. There we go. I like how it has a very big safety car logo there. Just in case you weren't aware that it was not a safety car. Hey, hey, hey. Psst. When y'all bump the safety car, whoever's on pole, just give the safety car a tap for me. Oh no, I've messed everything up. Alrighty. Let's see here. Yes. Yes. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, he's done hit the pace car. But starting in pole, we have the Apex Miata in number 45 Total Mercedes. In second, we have UNK Wildcard in the Hans or Me Motorsports number 98. What is this? Audi. In third, GGA Abyss in the number 58 Audi. In fourth, we have the number 78. What is this? Audi. It's just all Audis. In fifth, we have Ray Gun versus Zombie in the number 48 Chevy Cruze. In sixth, we have the Zombie. We have Zombie Head 304 in the number 15 BMW. And rounding out our field, we have FFR Suicune in the number 88 Cruze. Alrighty, boys. We are finishing our formation lap, about to get underway. Good luck to all those participating. And Forza? Oh, no, that was just our safety car leaving. Okay. I was going to say, like, we've already had a disconnect on the pace lap, but no, we haven't. Pushing the line now. Good luck, everybody. Let's have ourselves a good race out there today. Alright, and we are green. Looks like it's a good start from Miata, who takes out the ball art on the first corner. We have getting a little bit sideways, Abyss, but keeps it pointed straight. Raygun versus Zombie takes advantage, takes it past, gets up into third. Looks like he's coming right back at him. We're going to bump up a little bit as we see Suicune overtake Zombie Head there. There's 3 wide into that corner. Raygun versus Zombie looks like he's going to win out the best. Oh, never mind. He takes off Senna in the process. GG Abyss falls back a little bit. Up front, we have a battle for the lead. We're going to bounce to that. as Miata is under pressure by Wildcard. Abyss is pressuring Raygun and is getting 3 wide again, and that's a complete reversal right there. Raygun falls straight back, Senna moves up into 3rd, and Abyss moves past Senna before I could even call out the position that he moved up into. Looks like Zombie Head is still fighting with Suicune back there. Senna's off a little bit, Raygun's still holding up. Out front, Miata starting to grow a little bit of a gap against, why am I calling him Miata? I know I call him Apex, but Apex growing a little bit of a gap over Wildcard. Things are starting to calm down a little bit now. Alrighty, well, very exciting start. Alright, this field's starting to calm down just a little bit. Not a huge field out here today, but hey, that's okay. As you can see, sometimes a small field can provide all the excitement you need, as we see a deep dive from Suicune. Very nice little overtake into the chicane there. That was very Schumacher versus Olacy. As we see Abyss, Zombie, and Senna going at it again. I'm gonna bounce up to those guys, since they seem to be a little bit of a accordion. Not an accordion. Accordions don't rotate. Senna gets a little bit of a send as Zombie sends it into Suicune there. They both get a little bit loose. I think they're both fine though. Okay, oh, everybody appears to be fine. Just falling back a little bit. Out front, Abyss is, or Abyss, what am I talking about? Apex is a fair bit ahead of Wildcard at the moment. Only watched race on this track and I absolutely hate it. Oh, sorry Maxi. It's not so bad. But yeah, McGiraffe, this is the Formula Velocity Endurance Championship. Is there a Discord I could join? Unku? You, that's all you, man. Ooh, as we see a nice little scrap here for 3rd. This ongoing scrap for 3rd, I should say. Between GGA, who runs a little bit wide, Abyss runs a little bit wide, immediately gets capitalized by Raygun. Looks like Senna is gonna take another move right there. Not that Discord. That's my stream Discord. His Discord is the better Discord. Or, well, I guess my Discord is the better Discord, but that's the Discord you want. Mine's just my stream community one. Don't worry about that. As we see going wheel to wheel Abyss and Senna here. Yeah. Up into the chicane, we're going to see another dive bomb. Oh no, we're going to see a good defensive move there by Senna against Abyss. Things starting to get a little bit more processional up front, but we still have a raging battle for 3rd. Ooh. This is an endurance race. I didn't think to start my race timer like I usually do for endurance races, so we're just kind of counting in our heads to 2 hours. Whoops. I apologize. It is a late night for me. That's not nighttime at all. It's 3 in the afternoon, but I'm usually sound asleep by now. Raygun running a little bit wide, Senna running also wide, so nobody really has any advantage. Very good commentary, thank you. It's honestly not my best, but hey, we're working on it. Yep, things are starting to get a little bit more processional. Senna still pressuring here. It's really good when it comes to commentary. Hey, thank you, McGiraffe. Also, I feel like I should know who you are, but I don't. We've had a car pull out from the race due to not being able to connect. Oh, that's unfortunate. As we see Senna getting very close to the back of Raygun here. Looks like he might be trying it up. Nope. Gonna hold position, tuck in. Ooh, very close bumper to bumper here. Grinding a little bit. Looks like he's gonna be setting it up for the run up into the chicane. Dirty air exists in this game too. Not in the way you would think, Maxi. Not at all. Ooh, it's a way too deep of an overtake. Ooh, and a dangerous rejoin there for Senna. Let's see here. No damage. Abyss probably got away with it as well. Yep, Abyss got away with it as well. Well, that's definitely shaken that battle up a little bit. But now this does allow Suicune to start working on Senna for 5th. Ah, the number 29 car has pulled out. Unfortunate. Yeah, Maxi, Dirty Air doesn't really affect the car behind. It more affects the car in front and makes them just lose control and die. It's not... It's hard to explain, and yeah, it's just a Forza thing. It's most prevalent in ovals and other things. But no, for all intents and purposes, no, it does not exist. Nor really to slipstreaming. It has a little bit of an effect. As it looks like Abyss is starting to close down this gap on Raygun here. Well, that is a definite closing down of the gap. Raygun seeming to lose a lot of pace through that corner, or that little complex of corners. Not exactly sure why that was. The beer man emote. I would grab a beer, but I guess there's nothing saying I can't, except for the fact that I have to do... We have a 4-hour race ahead of us, and I don't want to be half asleep. Anybody there? Yeah, was I trying to say I'm not supposed to be half asleep? As we see Abyss getting right up on the rear of Raygun, and we're going to see another scrap for 3rd here. Further back, Suicune is actually starting to put Senna under pressure as a dive into turn 1, I believe. Yes, indeed. Side by side. No contact. Very clean. Going wheel to wheel here. Oh, there's a little bit of contact, but hey, it's touring car, so you know. It's to be expected. Still running side by side. Abyss going for the very aggressive wide line. Focusing on corner exit. Trying to get around, but gonna run out of track. Raygun stays ahead. Further back. Hold on. Suicune falling back a little bit. He was 0.5 of a second closer to Senna there for a moment. We aren't going to finish our own Enduro. Oh, that is sad. Wait, but aren't you still in it? The saying that my car is leading. I was about to say, like, hold on. The FVR car pulled out. Oh. I figured y'all were running in the FVR car since, you know, I thought you were the only 2 members of FVR around still. Ooh, it's a great run out of the corner there for Senna. That's not Senna. That's Abyss. Might see another dive into the chicane here. Looks like he's setting it up. No, he's not going to try Darkser. Oh, as Forza does Forza things. VR had peak for people. Oh, wow. I gotcha. Out front, we still have Apex with a 6-second gap over Wildcard, who has another you guessed it, 6-second gap over third place, which is hotly contested right now between Raygun, Abyss, or Raygun and Abyss. Further back, Suicune is keeping Senna honest now. Senna previously fighting up for third, but has since fallen back a little bit. Then Zombie Head, after a rough dive into turn 1 with contact with Suicune, hasn't since really recovered. Is running a little bit further back. Ooh, as we see a very aggressive, I don't think that was necessarily intentional, but we see some heavy contact there between Raygun and Abyss, and, well, it just became a 4-person battle for third. Go ahead and bounce back to Suicune. Alright, this is definitely going to spice it up a little bit here. As we see Senna already right on the bumper of Abyss, trying deep into the International Horseshoe. That's not International Horseshoe, that's a turn on Daytona. Ooh, as Abyss gets pushed wide into the gravel. Suicune is going to swallow him up as well, I believe, as they go into the Schumacher S. And, yep. Abyss definitely losing out heavily there. Shuffled back into 6th from 4th. But still right on top of Suicune, obviously. And, well, here we go. Senna still looking to hunt down Raygun, who's somehow managed to stay kind of clean through all of this scrap. Let's go here. Oh, Suicune gets it almost into the tire walls there through the chicane, but manages to keep it ahead of Abyss. Abyss not trying to send it too hard there. A little bit wide. Still manages to keep it ahead. Looks like Senna is catching up to Raygun now. He is indeed. Not exactly close enough for an overtake, I would say, based on the timings alone. Corner cutting a thing in this game too? I mean, yeah, you can definitely cut the corners all you want. Will it penalize you for it? No. That's why public lobbies are no fun. But in leagues like this, it's up to each league to enforce it as they see fit. As we see a good little bump and run battle here between Suicune and Abyss. Abyss doing the bumping, but not really the running. Still right on top of him. Looks like up in third, Senna is right on top of Raygun here. They are both bumper to bumper, both battles, third and fifth. Gonna bump up to the further up ahead one real fast. Keeping an eye on that one though. Hey, thank you for the follow, Proto Watson. Glad to have you. Hope you're enjoying what has been a pretty exciting race so far. 7 cars, but still very exciting. As we see lots of dicing for position, we're gonna go bounce back here, see what's going on. Wheel to wheel, a little bit of a tap. Oh, is he gonna go wide again? Ooh, manages to avoid the gravel here. But they are side by side. Suicune getting a little bit ahead with that Chevy Cruze power, which I will always remember as a... No, it wasn't the Skoda. The Audi was the Skoda. Never mind. Just monologuing. Ooh, and that's a big lockup or going wide, and another off there for Abyss. Abyss definitely exploring the less beaten path around the Nürburgring GP this fine day. Not really by choice, it would seem, but it looked like Senna was the one with the wheel spin there, and lost out quite a bit of time to Raygun. Raygun still managing to hold on to third for all he can, really. He's been under attack non-stop in a very hotly contested third. So good on him so far for holding that position from 3 other very hungry drivers that are on his pace, if not a little bit quicker. He seems to be able to be caught, or seems to be getting caught each time, so maybe he's not quite as quick as those behind him. But hey, if your car is wide enough, it doesn't matter. As we see the battle for 5th heating up once again, Abyss trying to fight his way back up to try and have a claw at that 3rd place spot that he was fighting for before he met the gravel. Running right up on Suicune. And backing out a little bit there. Oh, Suicune going a little too deep into the corner. With a great run from Abyss there, going right up the inside, but Suicune's still there, still has a wheel in, into the Schumacher S. It's very close. Oh, he might be going a little bit wide. Oh, bumper to bumper. Abyss trying to hold him back, and very much bumping and grinding here, but hey, Abyss has made it through. See what Suicune can do in response. Abyss getting dangerously close to that gravel he found previously. Up front in 3rd, that gap is coming right down. It looks like Raygun might have had a little bit of a, nope, never mind. About to say that gap and the chicane came right down. The Suicune going a little bit wide. Listen to those revs. You'd think that that was a Honda lawnmower at that point, but no. That is a Chevy Cruze. Either way, didn't lose too much time, and continuing to stay in contention. This looks more fun than F1 Esports. Well, hey, that's because I'm here. And, I don't know. It's probably not because I'm here, but it is fun. It's definitely fun. It's been a hotly contested race so far, for sure. Well, I say a hotly contested race, as our leader is still Apex Miata, 7.6 seconds out in front. Really uncontested past the first few corners this race, but hey, we'll see what happens in Stint 2. In a very lonely second is Wildcard right now. Almost 8 seconds forward, almost 10 seconds back. And then we get to the hotly contested part of this race. Raygun versus Zombie in 3rd at the moment. Only 1 second over McLaren Senna, who has been contesting and pestering basically all stint so far for that 3rd place spot. Then back in 5th we have GGA Abyss, who was previously contesting up there for 3rd, but had an off into the gravel and has had to fight his way back past Suicune, and is now trying to make use of clean air and get back up to that battle for 3rd. Then we have FFR Suicune, who has seen himself in all kinds of action so far, honestly. Running up as high as 4th, maybe even 3rd at one point. There was a few situations where they were 3 wide early on, so not sure. But currently running 6th. And then after a bit of a scrappy first few laps, we have Zombie Head 304 rounding on our field, and he's now 40, almost 50 seconds back, so I believe he's probably made a stop and I did not catch it. That's about the only way I could see that gap being that large. Looks like our field is starting to spread out just a little bit now. I say that as that gap seems to come down very quickly, but that is just the first corner. So, you know, Constantina effect and all that. Yeah, I believe Zombie Head has probably made a stop. Let's go check here. See if these tires are newer. Yeah. These are brand new tires. Looks like he might be, honestly, on his outlap. I just did not catch him getting in. It looks like Senna's starting to put in some fast laps here towards Raygun. And we might see that scrap for 3rd heating up again. Man, my fingers are hurting already, and I've only been holding this controller for like not even a half hour. I'm not even racing! My fucking right hand hurts. Ugh. I guess that's what handling boxes for 7 hours, 7.5 hours today does to you, but you know. Semantics. This ain't about me. But Senna is catching up to Raygun here for sure. And we're about to open up that fun little battle again once more. Raygun has done a spectacular job of defensive driving, just putting his car in all the right places to keep the attackers behind. As we see an incredibly deep dive into the chicane from Senna. I can't believe he made it stick that well. Shaved quite a few seconds off there. Looks like we have our second of our regular stops here. Suicune entering the pit lane. Ooh, it's very close there. Senna getting to the rear of Raygun. Raygun having a little bit of traction issues coming out of the corner there. Front wheel drive all these cars, I believe, except for the BMW. So, you know. Sometimes, as little bit of a hesitation there in the corner for Raygun. Senna sniffing it out and immediately sending it and making it pass. I really didn't see a pass happening there, but it has since occurred, and great move there from Senna. That is the first time a overtake has happened for third and has held for more than a corner and is not shuffled right back. But for how long will that hold? And we're going to find out here. It's Raygun looking for a way back past Senna. Very clever little move there from Senna, honestly. Ooh, this Raygun looks like he avoided the gravel there, but still lost time getting the corner all wrong in the Schumacher S. Looks like Senna's newly found third place might hold out for a little while. Ooh, his Raygun runs a little bit wide and does find the gravel on a few of the tires this time. Definitely gonna hurt some time. That gap becomes very large, but it looked like a little bit of a puff there from Senna. He didn't really run off. Ooh, as Raygun gets very close to that tire wall, and knowing from experience, that tire wall has a little bit bigger of a hitbox than you would think, so very dangerous maneuver there. It's definitely one of those walls in Forza that has a tendency to reach out and grab you. And looking behind us, look who's back. Abyss, after his battle with Suicune for 5th, has now taken advantage of the clean track in front of him and is starting to hone back in on these guys, and we might just have ourselves that three-way battle again. First pit cycle should be coming up shortly. Alrighty, we've already seen two of our drivers make their stops. Bit early for both. Definitely early for Zombie Head. As I forgot to mention it since I was talking about pit cycles, but Senna had a little bit of a error there. Lost a good bit of time, and that's back over towards a second now. Was leaning towards 2 seconds, has now dropped to under a second. So Raygun has found the pace again and is now honing back in on Senna. Massive speeds per hour, bottom gear. Senna a little deep there, I think. Yeah. But yeah, that gap has now shrunk back to less than a second, just under a second. And with our pit cycles coming up, it's probably about to get all jumbled up as drivers come in at different times. Senna a little bit scrappy exiting the chicane there. Raygun not really having much better of an exit, so does not close up too much. And Abyss is kind of just lurking. Not too far away, but not yet close enough to make an impression, just kind of watching. I'm sure if these two start battling wheel to wheel, we'll see him getting involved as Senna goes a little bit deep, actually very deep, gets it all wrong in turn 1. Gets turn 2 wrong in the process. It's one of those sequences of corners. If you get one part wrong, you're getting the second part wrong, and this Raygun can sense that and is immediately going on the offensive, trying around the outside. A little bit of track limits there, maybe. And Forza lag, and he's made it past. And like I said before, who's lurking right back there? Abyss, as Senna does a little bit of the bump and run. Abyss, as I said, sneaks it. Just waited for his moment, snuck it on past. Abyss back up in 4th, kind of out of nowhere after just watching and waiting, playing his cards correctly. Gets a cheeky little pass there, but Raygun's not too keen on that. Kind of bumps and barges his way back through, up into 4th. Senna's trying to make hay while he can and run. There's a little bit of an off there. It's Abyss all over the rear. Abyss trying, not going to have the best line out of the corner here. Oh, but he pulls the switcheroo. Oh, this Raygun manages to keep it out of the gravel. I'm not sure how he kept it out of the gravel, but he did. Forza? Okay. Great stuff here. Senna making the most of this opportunity to just kind of run. Great move there from Abyss, pulling the switcheroo on Raygun. Ooh, a late decision there from Raygun to dive for the pit lane. Don't blame him, those are some pretty cooked tires. So, now it falls on Abyss and Senna. We'll see what they do. Abyss's tires not really looking so great themselves. And Senna's honestly looking even worse as we see him understeer straight off. I believe that Senna is definitely feeling the effects more. Up at the 75%, you're definitely going to starting to feel the effects there. I think that Raygun has actually made the better decision here, pitting when he has. As you can see, Senna's starting to struggle with these tires for sure. Any more than 75% in Forza, and you really start feeling it. You start getting hints of it around the 60s, just like, tires don't feel too great. Get to 75, you start feeling it. Past 80, oh man. You're definitely going to start noticing it. In a front-wheel drive car, well, granted, I'm not great at front-wheel drive, but worn tires on a front-wheel drive car is just understeer city. Card's tires are pretty decent for the Audi. Ah, gotcha. I hadn't even looked at the two out front because, well, here we are again. Senna trying to take a defensive stance here against Abyss, but we have seen Senna struggling on these tires. I would not be surprised if we see him dive for the pit lane here. As Abyss sends it from way downtown, and makes it happen. And yep, there's Senna diving for the pit lane. Let's see where he ends up compared to Raygun. We're gonna ride with Raygun. He's just cruising. Team orders are to keep it on all fours. Well, it's a pretty easy order because I don't think I've seen anybody lose wheels in Forza before. It'll be interesting, but team orders. No. Like he's Pit Viper's running the second stint, so don't worry about it. Pit space right now, it should be closed on pit exit. Indeed, as we see Senna is in motion, coming down the front straight. And wow, that actually was not nearly as close as I thought it was going to be. Raygun might have had an off on his outlap or something, but I was not expecting a 4-second gap between these two at all. Interesting. I thought that Raygun was making the best call here by pitting off those tires when he did, but that's quite an interesting development. I was not expecting a 4-second gap coming out of the pit lane there. So, yet to make their first stop, we have Apex Miata still out in front, 12.5 seconds now, a very comfortable lead at the moment. Wildcard in a very lonely but secure second place. Still yet to make his first stop as well. And then we have Abyss in third, who should be diving in any moment now, and that is Apex in the pits. Will we see a change of leader for the first time? We will not, because wildcard, ooh, an off there from Raygun. That's going to cost some time for sure, coming out of the Senna S, Schumacher S, and a little bit on the grass, all over the place right now for Raygun. And look at this. We are going to see a temporary change in lead as Abyss goes long. And, hey, leads on track. While only temporary, still nice to see a little bit of a shakeup in the standings. Unfortunately, I think it's going to be a while before we see Raygun really contesting for that aggregate third after those offs and whatever happened while we were away. About 8 seconds back to Senna, who is... I'm not sure if he's going to come out third or not. Well, we're going to have to see once Abyss makes his first stop, which should be any moment now. I believe, yeah, and we've already seen Zombie Head and Suicune make their stops. Is there telemetry? There is. I just don't use it because it takes up the entire screen, and I can't see the map or anything else. Forza's not the best when it comes to spectating, but you got to make do with what you got. And as for things like lap timing or anything like that, get out of here. This is Forza. We can't have nice things. We can't see comparative laps, live deltas, time gaps. Like, only on the map is where we have time gaps, and that's literally all the information I have to run off with. And hey, there we go, Abyss driving into the pit lane. Apex Miata will re-secure his lead. This is going to be interesting. We saw an unexpected 4-second gap end up between Raygun and Senna. Maybe you need a free camera or something like that. Yeah, for real. Some TV cameras would be amazing. But where is Abyss going to come out in relation to Senna, as Raygun has fallen a little bit further back? Alright. Abyss has started rolling. This is going to be close, folks. There he is right there, coming out of the pit lane on cold tires. Let's see if Senna can put him under immediate pressure. But Abyss does come out in third after going a little bit long. Ooh, is a big slide there from Abyss. Unfortunately, Senna not doing much better right now through this complex of corners. Really needs to be putting in a stellar lap right now to try and take advantage of Abyss being on colder tires. And unfortunately now those tires are probably getting up the temp, so that advantage is gone. And Senna's just going to have to do it the old-fashioned way by just straight out pacing him. Abyss in a somewhat secure third right now. Probably the most secure the third position has been all race. Seeing as throughout the majority of it, it has been hotly contested. Two-second gap there at the moment. Back to third. Oh, okay. It's just Forza being Forza. I was about to say, like, and Apex has now doubled his lead over Wildcard, but that is not the case. It's just showing me the gap from first to third instead of first to second, because, you know, why wouldn't it? Because that's Forza knows what I want to know. Even before I know that I want to know. Crazy how it works that way, huh? As Abyss has now, over the course of this lap, actually grown his lead by almost, or his third place gap over Senna in fourth by about a second. Now looks like an off there from Raygun in the chicane. Terrible drives like a pig. Not sure if that was an off or not, but definitely lost time. Now an 18-second gap to Senna in fourth. Could see an interesting situation here. Suicune fighting for fifth with Raygun. Raygun looking like he almost has gearbox trouble or something there. But looks like we're definitely going to see that battle now. Raygun, not sure what's really happened here, but after that stop has just kind of gone off a cliff, lap time wise. Very glad it's Ferrari, because why not? I mean, it's a fun car to drive for sure. Raygun just not having any drive out of the corner. That's looks like a mechanical failure. That's what it looks like, but this is Forza and that doesn't happen. So I'm not exactly sure. He has 3% engine damage, but that is not 3% engine damage right there. That was something different. Well, Suicune moves up into fifth, and not exactly sure what ails or what issues Raygun is having here, but he has definitely dropped the performance lately, and 3% engine damage does not account for that. Well, change of position. Suicune moves up into fifth. Raygun back down to sixth. Driving into the pit lane, maybe? Okay, yes. Say a little bit of a hesitation there. Senna still keeping Abyss at a constant distance. Well, I say a constant distance, and then he drops 6-7 tenths. So, a seemingly unscheduled stop there for Raygun. The Zombie Head moves up into sixth now, due to Raygun making his second stop. Alright, well, this battle has not really come a lot closer like I thought it was going to. We'll ride with Apex, because we haven't covered him very much in his Mercedes. His IMSA Mercedes. At a European track. In a touring car. I can't believe it. Streamlabs has immediately merged Unix. I saw the I saw the emotes for a split second before Streamlabs said no sir. Pogged too hard. Streamlabs bullying me. Yeah, it's just so that way people don't have gigantic walls of emotes. Well, Senna seems to have had a little bit of an off or something there, because now Abyss holds a very... Watch Abyss, so we can bully him. Not too much to bully, honestly. He's been doing really well recently. Had an off. Fell back all the way down to 6th at one point, but has fought his way, and I really do mean fought his way all the way back up into 3rd. So... pretty solid run so far for Abyss. Also, hello Mercy and Unix. But yeah, the field is definitely spread out here, and unfortunately, this is kind of what happens when you have a little bit smaller of a field, but honestly, this happens in any endurance race in Forza, especially one that is not multi-class. The field gets spread out, and, well, not always on-track action, and God, I wish we had TV cameras instead of these. Like, what is that angle? See, that's a TV camera. Give me more of those. Come on now, Forza. Like, what is this angle? Why is there a drone chasing the car? Don't do that. Get out of there. Forza cameras suck? Yep. Assets, Corsa. I saw headlights in the background there, but that gap's still almost 5 seconds, so not actually all that close. Come down a little bit. Well, hold on. What's this? That is the two zombies. Ray gun versus zombie, literally. And this is the battle for 6th. Assets, course, is a Unity port. I-renting. I love it. Which, I mean, it's an accurate name because, you know, it's a paid service. You don't own the game. You have to keep paying them to play it. Ooh, zombie gets a little deep in turn 1 there. Raygun with a nice switcheroo going too wide. And Raygun makes it through, but looks like zombie is putting a little bit of pressure. Oh, but a little bit of spin there. Remember that BMW was rear wheel drive, so it looked like the back kicked out a little bit. And Raygun was able to use his front wheel drive a little bit better there. Moved it right on past. So, what? Hold on. Oh, that's Suicune. Okay, I thought that was I thought that that gap from 5th to 4th was the gap from 4th to 3rd and was going to be a little bit confused. Oh, pick me up, I got ray gun. Please revive. Speaking of Suicune, he is in a very lonely 5th. 30 seconds front and back. See if Zombie Head here can make any impact on Raygun. See if Zombie Head can do the classic Raygun beating technique of the double tap. Just the smack smack. Gonna go and practice now. Alrighty. Senna has been noted by the steward, not plural, singular, steward, for track limits, so could be intrigue there in the future. That was a very FIA thing right there. I know of DLC room. Yeah, for real. Ooh, there's a large slide there from Zombie Head. Who's somebody we haven't really covered very much of? We've not covered Wildcard very much. Well, because he's been in a uncontested second for a while. Sheer driving pleasure. What? Why did Forza choose to do that right after I said sheer driving pleasure in a somewhat suggestive tone? Forza, don't lewd me. Don't do this. Me and my motorsport. Alrighty, well, field is definitely spread out right now. We might see some occasional scraps as time goes on. We're about... how far in are we? Like... halfway into the stint, I think? Well, they're frantic... or wait, no. Frantiskek? Frantiskek? Frantisek? Frantisek. About 50 minutes of driving left. Allegedly. Alrighty. Who are we watching? Abyss. Okay. Sometimes I get confused. Sometimes Forza gets confused. Like, how did we get here? How did we get from Wildcard to Abyss? Mysteries that I do not know of in Forza. I like how up on the ticker it says that Unku's still in the pit lane, even though he's DNF'd. He still has the little pit lane symbol, so you know he's just got a really bad pit crew. That's all. Forza's 15 out of 10 game. wanna be hardcore racing games? It's more like it doesn't know what it wants to be. So, what's up? What you got? Original parts at Cars 3. I guess? Kinda? Guess I'll just kind of bounce around through various cars here as we go. That is somebody in the pit lane. That is Zombie Head in the pit lane, making his second stop, I think. Again, things I wish Forza let me do. Count how many pit stops people have made. I mean, it's a simple count. 1, 2, 3. That's all you gotta do, Forza. All you gotta do. Second cycle. Cycle? Second cycle should be your second Aight. I didn't actually know that there was like a little chicane there. I just saw it on the overhead camera, like in the pit lane entry. There's like a little wiggle. That's probably not the best description there. Also, I like the nondescript sponsorship there on Senna's car of just oils. Who makes these oils? Oh no, it's oil. It make thing slide against other thing easy. I've now watched Rush 3 times. Nice. Le oil. Everything can be bought and sold for the right oil. So, how is everybody on this fine day? Since we have a little bit of lack of on-track adventures going on right now. Last time I raced was around 2016. They took the diesel BMW to the Brit Car endurance race. That's Senna's paint. Oh! I don't know. I don't remember that, but I'll take your word for it. I believe you. Since I still haven't watched like any Top Gear, but just know of it. Hold on, we got cars close on track, but that might just be back marker. That is indeed wild card coming up to put down that. I'm going to put down Maxie, what do you think the answer is? Because the answer is no, I still haven't. Ah, yes, Forza cameras cutting away at the worst possible moment of excitement. Classic. We'll ride with Suicune, which is a very nice livery, by the way. Very LSEM-esque. I say very LSEM-esque when all it shares with an LSEM livery is red, white, and black, which is a pretty popular color scheme. It's not even LSAM anymore these days. It's just LS. Imagine not having a 3-letter tag. I can. Because I've had the Chad 4 and 2. I mean, there was once a time that I had the 3-letter, but, you know, it wasn't necessarily a great time. At IPR. Yep. But hey, it was still good enough for me to beat everybody in this race. And it looks like Suicune is making his second stop here? Yeah, second stop here. $57 millionth team, it feels like, since IPR failed. He has another team? Yeah, that's my second stop. Ah, gotcha. Hey, no chatting and racing. It's legal. Even less legal is talking to me in the party while... Suicune exits, enters in 5th, and exits 5th, and almost goes straight off, but keeps it on. We'll ride with Raygun for a little bit, just kind of bouncing through the field indescriptly. Our gaps are, or our field is currently Apex Miata out front, as he has been really since the first lap. 20 seconds over a wild card, who only has an 8.4 second lead over Abyss. I feel like that was bigger at one point, so we could be on for some intrigue later on if wild card starts catching, or starts getting caught. 2 drivers at set 5s. Nice. Also, hello, Braden. But Abyss seems to be a little bit quicker than wild card, so we could see a battle for second at some point down the line. In 4th, we have McLaren Senna, who's really just found himself in a comfortable little 4th right now. About 14, 13 seconds back from Abyss, but 70 seconds ahead of Suicune, so you know, lots faster runs pluses at night. Interesting. Should be exciting. In running 6th, we have Rayon vs Zombie, and in the 7th, we have the Zombie Head 304. And we're gonna have to watch this gap here between Wildcard and Abyss, honestly. I think that Abyss is the faster car at the moment, but with pit cycles coming up, that could be just down to tires. Gonna have to keep an eye on it. Ooh, excuse me. Sorry. These touring cars in a nutshell is shitbox. I mean, yeah. Isn't everything a shitbox if you think about it? If you think about it in a sense of not thinking about it. Let's see how quickly Abyss clears Zombie Head here. The answer is not so quick. I thought he was going to send it right then and there. Oh, never mind. He does make it happen. So, Abyss lost a lot less time, I think, than Wildcard did getting past Zombie Head there. I F2004 is in a shitbox. I mean, yeah. Well, how about this? Everything can be a shitbox. Everything has shitbox potential. It's just some have more than others. Yeah, I definitely think that Abyss is catching wild cards, so we should have a battle for second eventually. Until then, we're kind of just watching and waiting. Speaking of, crashed F2004 as a shitbox. I haven't watched the 2004 season in a while, so I don't know how many times they retired, but I don't feel like it was many. But only if the engine isn't working. Well, that's the thing about the Ferrari V10s. They are, like, incredibly reliable. At least compared to the other engines of the time. And also, look at this. Abyss took about a half second at a wild card that lap. Wild card has Suicune, I believe that is? No, that's Raygun v Zombie. Wild card has actually already cleared Raygun. Abyss should be coming up on Raygun here. Ferrari V10 is better than Ferrari V6. Obviously. Displacement and pistons? I mean, yeah. I'd say they're more, not necessarily displacement, but pistons and RPM, honestly. Not necessarily displacement. I mean, I think it's clear to see right now, Abyss is definitely catching wild card. How quickly will he clear Raygun, though? Oh, excuse me. There's still 3 hours of this race left. Oh no. Ooh, interesting. Wildcard is in the pit lane there. Abyss, I think it would have been wise for him to sneak into the pit lane there so he does not have to fight Raygun. Well, never mind. He's not going to fight him anyway. He's just going to sneak on right past. Uncle, you have a question. Alright, so now our eyes are on Abyss here. So, and it's going to be interesting to see what the gap looks like once Abyss has made his second stop. I saw it go down to, I believe, just about 6 seconds even on track before that stop. So, once Abyss has made his second stop, it'll be interesting to see how it works. But when will he make the second stop, you might ask? Well, the answer is not right now. I know. You gotta be asking yourself, how does he do it? How does he know? I can't reveal my secrets. A magician never reveals his secrets after all. Could be an interesting little situation here. Wild card versus Senna. If Senna doesn't pit out of the way, could see a little bit of a... Well, Senna has pitted out of the way. Never mind. Looks like Miata is coming up to lap. Who is that? That is Suicune. MK11 Mortal Kombat? See if there's any intrigue here. Still looking for Abyss to make his stop. The streamer, excuse me. You know my name. It's not like we're strangers or anything, Uncle. I just... Let's see. This has not made his stop this time by. Miata seems to be leisurely tailing Suicune here. Oh. Well, his tires are, not looking too tasty. It looks like a little bit of a race for position going on here, but it's not, honestly. I think it's Apex just on bad tires. And Suicune not knowing what a blue flag is. But this is Forza. There are no blue flags. This is the old school days, boys. Back markers have no obligation to get out of your way. As I say that, Suicune lets Miata right on through. Well. Impeccable timing. I mean, I feel like that has been known for a while. Oh, I thought that was Abyss coming into the pit lane there. But no, that's just Apex making his second stop. Is Abyss gonna pit this time by? Because I think we're definitely gonna see an exciting bit of battle once that does happen. What are his tires at? Oh, he's coming in. Alrighty, folks. We're going to ride with wild card here. Entering the back straight now. This is going to be close. This is going to be very close. Connor, I think that's illegal. I'm just going to put that out there. Murdering children seems somewhat illegal. I don't know the full extent of illegality here, but just a little bit. Alrighty, folks. Coming down the main straight now, wild card. There's Abyss. Abyss did not jump him in the pit lane, but he is very much closer. Very much closer. In that little going long, managed to shave off, like what, 3? Almost 4 seconds? Abyss has definitely found his groove. I dare say he's found his schmoove. See if he can't schmoove on up into second here. And intrigue here. Suicune, a little bit of a slide there. Wild card is definitely going to get held up a little bit by it. That's not Suicune. That is... Who is that? That ain't Falco. That's Zombie Head. Abyss makes it by. Didn't actually lose a ton of time there. So, backmarker did not play as much excitement as I thought. But still, 2 seconds here. If I can murder aliens that can levitate, I can kill anything. I mean, have you seen a child? You think that an alien that can levitate has anything on the power of a child? Nice little switcheroo overtake there from Abyss, as Abyss is positively flying. Wildcard's probably starting to feel a little bit of that pressure. This is definitely starting to heat up. Not the right button. There we go. Alrighty, folks. Early on in the stint, it was a non-stop battle for third. That ray gun held for a long time until Senna managed to fight his way through and then held it, and then from all the way back in 6th, Abyss came all the way back through to claim it. Now it is Abyss's turn to continue his charge forward. It's going to start putting Wildcard under pressure here shortly for second. It's a much better run through the Schumacher S. Took about 3/10, almost 4/10 out. About to be only a second between them. This Wildcard has a little bit of a rough way through there. I'm on the back straight now. Oh, it's closing down. Wildcard's feeling the pressure now. This is shades of Schumacher via Lacey, 95. Will you save the stream? Yes, all of my streams are saved. It will be on my Twitch VODs as what a way downtown dive. I was not expecting an overtake to be attempted there. I don't know if that was an attempted overtake or just a mistake, but well, Abyss showing his hand very early against Wildcard. Wildcard getting a little deep. Oh, it's getting spicy already. But yes, stream will be saved and eventually it will be uploaded to YouTube. Eventually, maybe. Possibly. Allegedly. Either way, this is definitely starting to heat up here. Wildcard taking the defensive line into the corner. Abyss piling on the pressure into Schumacher S. Wildcard getting a little bit unsettled over the curbs there. Grab the VOD for the Velocity YouTube channel. I'll go right ahead, dude. I can send you just the file if you want, Umku. I don't know how. Ooh, it's a little late move there. Wildcard's still managing to hold it. Just barely managing to hold it. Still manages to stay ahead. Yeah, I'll look into it afterwards. As Abyss just piling on the pressure, he has a good run here. If Wildcard doesn't close him down. Wildcard going, I think, for the little bit better of the run out of the corner. Wildcard does have the better run. They're going to meet side by side. Abyss is ahead for now. Wildcard still managing to pull a little bit ahead. Abyss with the better line through here. Gonna pull the switcheroo, maybe? No! Abyss comes down. Holds him. Abyss is ahead. Wildcard could not withhold him. See if Wildcard has anything else. He does! He's gonna send it. Oh, but he couldn't make it stick. Prepping to make it happen this time by. Abyss closes the door. Wildcard had the better run there, but Abyss firmly shut the door. A little bit of a bump there. All clean though. Abyss just finding all of the pace. Wildcard seems to have the straight line speed advantage, but Abyss seems to be superior through the corners. Abyss starting to pull away just a slight bit now. Unless we see a deep send from Wildcard. I think that Abyss has solidly moved up into second. Was that a marshal with a red flag over there? I think it was. But, hey, who knows? Of course the marshals is weird. Looks like somebody's had a... Whoa. That was the send I was waiting for. Unsuccessful though. Abyss has solidly and comprehensively moved up into second place. Great little scrap there. Great racecraft from Abyss. Unless we see Wildcard find the pace here in the closing stages of this stint, I don't see any other changes of position happening. A little bit of a wheel spin there from Abyss. Gap has closed a little bit. Shrunk a little bit. Well, maybe it ain't over yet. As Wildcard definitely seems to have found some spunk. Spunk? I don't know. I don't think I've said that word in... well... Yeah, Wildcard's getting spunky, apparently. Looks like... That's one way to describe it. Ooh, a little bit of a touch on the gravel there. One way to describe it. I mean, yeah. How much time remaining on Q? Not much. I know that much. Looks like that's somebody in the pit lane. I think that is Suiku making his final stop. It is indeed. 20 minutes. It's another car in the pit lane. Who's that? I believe that would be Raygun. That is indeed Raygun making his final stop. This wildcard has definitely mounted much more resistance or retaliation than I was initially expecting. I was expecting Abyss with his newfound pace to just streak off into the distance, but that has not happened at all. This could be an action-packed final 20 minutes here. It could be an action-packed final 20 minutes here, as my eyes are attempting to close, yet I remain. Also, notes for later. I don't think I'm gonna stream after this later tonight. No, this is gonna be my only stream, just because I need sleep before Sunday, because I'm working tonight. Just an aside for my normal viewers who are not here just for the race. But we'll see. You never know with me. Life's like a box of... Ooh. Gravel. Life's like a box of gravel as Abyss touches the gravel there. His wildcard has a good run. Is he gonna try the deep? He did not try the deep, but he closes right up on the end of Abyss. Abyss on the grass, though. Terrible exit out of the corner. Well, I was going to say, the gap has come down to next to nothing, but they both made mistakes, just in different parts of the track, and effectively nothing happened. Not quite Darkster levels. Nope. He did not try the deep, and I mean deep. You know, I just realized that that corner is banked right there. The runoff is banked. And I feel like that would be actually really fun to run that corner, like, banked. I think that would be a lot of fun. Oh, this battle for second. Maintaining a pretty, stagnant distance. Looks like it would have to be a lapped car up ahead. Probably Suicune if I had to make a guess. Oh no. Wildcard almost meets disaster. Managed to control the damage pretty well, but definitely lost some time there. Lost about a second, but could have been a completely off, never to see Abyss again there. So this battle spreads itself out a little bit once more. Y'all know what it feels like right now? It feels like stint 9 or 10 of a 24. Like that, just the bleh stint. It's not the light at the end of the tunnel yet. It's just like the I mean, I guess I'm running off the same amount of sleep as I would be for hours 18 through 22 of a 24-hour enduro commentary stream. Even though, so I guess we're getting the full experience from 24 hours, but condensed. Alrighty. Be interesting to see if Abyss makes an error and this battle closes back down, or if Wildcard finds the pace. Wildcard definitely took that corner better. I'm sorry. Ugh, I'm tired, dude. Oh. Very late on the brakes there. Didn't actually change anything. I thought the gap would come right down, but no, it didn't. I guess it came down a 10 and 2/10. Alright, starting to heat back up again. What did I miss? Well, you missed a good fight between Abyss and Wildcard. Wildcard made it past, or Abyss made it past, and now Wildcard's coming back at him. Or has been attempting to come back at him for a while now, and is starting to make some good headway. Senna's in the pit lane making his final stop. In other news, this is P2. He is indeed. He has been on a charge. Wildcard's not letting him get comfortable though. Still just being a little thorn, not a thorn, but just a little, hey, I'm still here. Don't mess up. I guess that would be a thorn. No, it wouldn't. Don't. I'm not good at metaphors. A little bit of a slide there from Suicune. Suicune could play a factor in this. If he holds up Abyss at all, we could see some intrigue. see how this develops. I imagine Suicune will jump out of the way, but if he doesn't, well, could get spicy. Alright, Abyss is definitely on him now. Wildcard's fallen back a little bit, now second back. It's definitely going to play a factor here. Goes a little bit wide. Well, never mind. Different Nürburgring. This is the GP circuit, Maxi. This is not the full ring. This is not the Nordschleife. As Suicune does the respectful thing and bounce out. F1 Nürburgring when I said I hate it. This is the Nürburgring that F1 runs. Other than... I mean, yeah. This is the layout that F1 uses. They used to use the Nordschleife, but... they haven't done that since the 70s. Nürburgring is a hard track, or it's a hard track to talk about. Who's that? That's Miata coming out of the pit lane, or Apex. Oh, this is the green hill. That's the Nordschleife. Which this track is connected to, and for the 24 hours of Nürburgring, it utilizes both the Nordschleife and this circuit. How long is there in this stint? Very little left. About 10-15 minutes. Used for F1 mainly. Well, this is now a battle for the lead currently. Well, ooh, a little bit of slide there from Wildcard. Horse life is good though, how can you hate it? Everybody hates it until they really learn it, and then you enjoy it but still hate it. At least, I think. Way too green. I mean, I guess? So, I believe that Abyss and Wildcard need to make their final stop. Speaking of, here goes Wildcard into the pits. So, interesting situation here. Pit window closes very, like, next lap. So, if Abyss doesn't make it around quick enough, he's gonna get a penalty for not entering the pit lane within the pit window. This is going to be interesting. Abyss is now currently racing himself to get to the pit lane. Plan to go and drive it when I visit Germany in the near future. Oh, I'm jealous, dude. I'd love to do it someday. This is gonna be very close. Oh. He missed the pit lane. He didn't pit. Abyss. Oh, wow. Okay, so this has become very interesting. Abyss has missed the pit window closing and has only made 2 stops. You're required to make 3 stops here, so we have some penalties coming his way. Wow. We've only got about 5 minutes left of running here, folks. What time did the driver stop? In about 5 minutes. .5 minutes from now, so about 2 laps time ish. Be interesting to see if Apex goes for Abyss here. We know that Abyss is not going to finish P1. He might finish on the road first, but that is definitely not going to be what's happening. As Abyss neglects the pit again. Well, very interesting. Very, very interesting. It's a 3-stop race. It is a required 3-stop race. Abyss tried to be clever, I believe, and make it a 2-stop. But since it is required by the rules, I forgot I'm in a party with them, lol. Oh, unfortunately, Unix. It's gonna be penalties. Ooh, a bit of a slide there from Apex. Damn it. Playing a 2-stop strategy. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's illegal. We've got about a minute left here, folks, so Apex is over here mowing the lawn. Alrighty, folks, coming up to the end here. Alrighty, that is stint 1 over. Somebody's still going, I think. Who that? Cease. Ray gun. Slow down. Alrighty, so the alleged stint 1 winner is GGA Abyss, but there are definitely penalties coming his way for not completing all 3 required stops. So our more correct stint winner is the Apex Miata. The number 45 Mercedes is our current leader in this 4-hour race, followed by UNK Wildcard and the number 98 Audi. Third is going to be McLaren Senna in the number 78 Audi. I don't know where Abyss is going to end up with penalties. In fourth, we have FFR Suicune. I'm just not counting Abyss in here right now. In fifth, Raygun v Zombie in the number 48 Cruise. And rounding out our field of Zombie Head 304 in the number 15 BMW. Where Abyss ends up, I don't know. Alrighty, well, while they calculate results and stuff, I'm gonna go run to the bathroom and do some stuff. So y'all sit tight. We'll be right back. And we'll start working on stint 2. Y'all sit tight. Alrighty, I am back, and while we're waiting, why don't we have a free cat time? Just because, why not? Rosa. Hey, cat time. Alrighty. Whoop. Never mind, free cat time's now over. She was not a fan. Alrighty, folks. Getting ready for stint 2 here. Oh, the next stint start? Soon. That's all I have right now. Oh no. What have I done? No. Alrighty. Getting ready here. Why is my rear wing on the ground? Hold on. Hold on. Why is the rear wing of my Z on the ground? Y'all see that? What's going on here, huh? Why has my rear wing been removed? eRacing 2? No, I'm not. It's just the car that I currently am in. Ooh, why is my fucking wing on the ground, dude? Who did it? Who done it? I want answers. Who knocked my wing off? Do it. Give me something to watch. This dude cheating. Who you want about? Who you want about? You know, I ain't the best at math, but This seems to be... There seems to be quite a few more folks in this stint than there was in the last one. I mean, Mercy's joining as a privateer for just the second stint. But even then, something ain't right. I didn't see that car before. I ain't seen that car before. Fire class is higher than us. Okay, you know what? Here. There. You like that? A little bit more fair? Me out here cruising. Anything interesting in the race shop? What other car could I go? Unfortunately, I can't be a PT cruiser. I don't know why I want to be a PT cruiser, but I just want to be in a PT cruiser. I'll use this. Yeehaw. I'm a marshal. Right around in that. We're like PP cruiser. PP big. What? No, I don't want that. Brundle's in here now too? Where are all these people coming from, dude? Why is... Bleh. Very confusing all of a sudden. You're telling me there's like... You've like doubled the size of the field? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Huh. There was a large jump in conversation in the party there. Commence Operation Shenanigans. It's time to have maximum pace car confusion. Which golf was he in? 14. Oh, I see. He's right, though. Not so fast, Apex. I'm the real pace car here. Alrighty folks, we are getting ready to start stint 2, which has really just become an entirely new race. There's a Chevy here. Wait, Brundles in this. Interesting. Alrighty folks, getting ready to start here. Hunku, can I go get a snack before you start? I'll be right back. Snacks acquired. Let's go. Snack acquired. Alrighty, boys. Let's finish this out. Good luck, everybody. Your stream save? Yes, they do. And it will also be available on the Formula Velocity YouTube channel at some point. Need to see if I pitted 3 times. Unfortunately, Abyss, I believe the general consensus is you did not. You might have, but I don't think you did. Hey. Don't hit the pace car. Or do. This pace car is going slow. Unku. Hey. Make him go fast. Alright, so starting on pole, our previous stint winner is Alright, starting on pole we have Unku in the 45 Mercedes. In second we have NB Tato in the number 58 Audi. These are going off of qualifying positions. Okay. I think. Fourth, you have UNK Lego Lad. In fifth, we have Sniff Boy in the number 78 Audi. In sixth, we have Kasai the Red Fox in the number 58, or number 58, 88 Cruise. And rounding out our field, no, not rounding out our field. In sixth, we have the number 48 Cruise. And rounding out our finishers from the first stint, we have RSF1 Brundle in the number 15 BMW with a prettier, or with a more detailed livery than last time. And then we have all the new folks. We have Unix in the number 7 Weeb shit Civic. In 10th, we have a stock ass Civic. What's happening? Forza. Yoo-hoo. Alright. And then we have Mercy in the number 92 Civic. Alrighty. Here we go, boys. We are green. Good luck, everybody. It's 3 wide up front. Looks like Unku's managed to keep it ahead. A dive from Kasai. Lego Lad gets pushed out. Unix gets pushed, or pushes Cardu right out. It's absolute chaos back here. Cardu manages to avoid the tires. Unku loses a spot. Tato in the lead. Blind. There's all kinds of bumping and banging. I'm not even going to try to follow what's going on here. Kasai with a great jump from like 5th on the grid. Also, whoever we're watching right now, I think that's Mercy, making waves already. But biggest move or biggest position change right now is Unku losing the lead to Tato. Tato trying to streak away. Kasai under pressure from Mercy. Mercy with a dive. Mercy up into 5th. They're not... Mercy and Blind are really not racing for the overall win here. They're just racing, but still could be interesting. And we have a cluster over here. Brundle, Unix, Kasai. Kasai has been shuffled right back. Cardude with a good recovery. Fought his way back up into 6th. Oh, Brundle's been punted into the wall. Oh, Brundle with a very not good well. Well, this is a very interesting situation we got up front with Unku, Tato, Sneff, and Lego Lad all fighting for the lead. Unfortunate for Brundle and Blind. Blind, at least, having the decency to hold up. Brundle has DNF'd. Or is DC'd, one of the two. As Unku getting passed by Sneff. Unku getting passed by everybody. Unku, what you... Oh, baby, what is you doing? Well, it's not what I was expecting. Tato leads, followed by Sneff. Well, never mind. Tato leads, followed by Unku, Sneff, and Lego Lad. Ooh, somebody almost ate the pit wall there. As Tato goes on the grass, loses it. Unku in the lead. Tato back down to 4th. Oh my god. He's going deep, deep. And I mean deep. No, he's not. This is a fantastic fight for the lead right now. What's happening behind? I don't even know. Mercy's up into 5th. Cardio in 6th. Unix in 7th. Kasai in 8th. Blind way back. But all eyes are on this. Ooh, bit of a crunch there as Unku and Sneff are going at it. Ooh, Unku getting very loose, very wiggly. Sneff taking advantage, taking a little bit of the lead. This is fantastic stuff right here, folks. Sneff managing to hold it. A very ambitious move from Tato, sneaking it right on by. Lego Lad trying to sneak through as well. Tato trying to block both. Tato going for a ride into the gravel. Whoa, very, very dangerous rejoin there. Cardude manages to live somehow. What is happening up here? Oh boy. Two SVR boys going at it. Fight! 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 Out front, Sniff is trying to run away, followed by a Lego Lad, followed by Unku, followed by Mercy. Hardude up into 5th. Great recovery from him. He was all the way back in 10th at one point. Ooh, Mercy getting a little close there. Well, now things are starting to settle down a little bit. After an exciting... I don't even know how many laps that was. Is anybody counting? I wasn't counting. I'm alive, just busy. Okay, goodbye again. Okay. Hi, Barney. Bye, Barney. You're missing some good stuff here. Oh, Mercy's going out to Narnia over there. Well, as intense as that battle for first was, it has just as quickly become not so intense. Apparently. Oh, Mercy understeering right off. Almost. Kind of weird, but fun. Rolling starts are how most every racing series that isn't F1 does their starts, behind a safety car. Woo, we got a race going on back here between Kasai and Tato, or we did. I think that's actually Tato recovering up. Did not know that. Yeah. Standing starts are not the norm for anything that isn't single-seaters. Or open-wheel cars, that is. Hello, Miata. Or Apex. Oh. Oh, Unku's making moves. Well, attempting to make moves. Fighting for second. Where's Mercy? Oh. Oh, never mind. I was supposed to say, Lego Lad goes a little bit wide. Unku just kind of looked at the gap, did not shoot it. We got excitement happening all over the place. Tato is recovering now, fighting with Car Dude. After almost murdering him with his rejoin, he's now fighting his way back up. Let's go, Unku. Yeah! Let's go, Unku, even though I'm somewhat rooting against you. But I want to see you win. I just want you to do it. I just want you to do it the hard way. How did he avoid the gravel? For a gap that exists, you're no longer a racing driver. If you no longer go for the gap that does not exist, but the gap does exist, and Unku sees it, smells it, tastes it, and makes it happen. Mercy is looking close as well. Unku up into second and eats it. Yeah. I guess that would be the natural progression of things, huh?
Now Unku's got a task on his hands to get Sniff. Well, he's already trimming him down. That was 2 seconds at one point. He can sniff the sniff. What's happening further back? Sai has been shuffled back down towards the rear after a fantastic start, running as high as third. Tato didn't make it past Cardude, actually. Also like Sniff Boy's name. Yeah. They're taking it on the track. Yeah, I was hoping you'd just, like, absolutely full send it, Apex. Past him. A la Darkser level shenanigans. Those are some close taillights. Mercy's been passed by Unix. Civic battle. We got Weeb Civic versus Honda American Racing Team, I think is what Hard is. Worth it with a Biscayne penalty. That is fair. Now, one more time, I think you would have had him. Yeah. Ooh, Lego Lad is coming right back at Unku. Ooh, a thump. Lego Lad going for a very early stop. Interesting. Interesting decision. Incredibly early stop there for Lego Lad. As, what's happened to Mercy? How did Unix end up so far back? What happened here? I am a little bit confused. Well, okay. There was about to be a battle between Unix and whoever that was, Mercy, but well, that's not the case anymore. Tato working on Cardude, who we are watching. But that no. Yes. Yes, yes. Alright. Watching Tato trying to recover himself way back up. He was leading at one point. Leading pretty well, honestly. In the opening stages. Before getting somewhat punted off. I'm on 370Z. Right, 4 seconds ahead. 14 seconds. Yeah. Apex was in the groove. He had his schmoove. Well, I thought this was going to be a non-stop action fest of a stint, but it's kind of slowed down a lot more than I thought it was going to. But hey, there's still plenty of time. Tato's still struggling a little bit to get past Cardude. This is their closest battle on track right now, but it looks like Unix and Mercy might be having round 2 of the Civics, of the Brappuccinos. Ooh, his car dude runs a little bit wide, touches some gravel there. Tato should have him here if he sends it correctly. Car dude taking the very defensive line. Car dude saying, I don't care, I'll just take it anyway. Or, yeah, Tato taking it anyway. Good use of an advantage there for Tato. Now Unix versus Mercy in the battle of the Brap machines. The Civics. We got Weeb Trash, but at least it has Shell as the fuel sponsor. That's the redeeming quality right there. I should know. I don't know what the name of this anime is, but I know of the opening scene played with You're Out of Touch, and that's the only thing I know about it. And it makes me just want to play Vice City again as Unix with the hell of a move. Mercy saying An incredibly big dive there from Unix past Mercy. But Mercy turned right around and took it back. Battles, yes, indeed. We've got a few. Nope, that's the wrong one. Wish I had some battles. Nice then. Yeah, you mean there were a lot of battles. It's just you weren't in them. Whoop. What? What? I'm a little confused as to what just occurred there. As Unix just drove right on past Mercy. Like there was no contest there really. That was a very disappointing end. As now Mercy's going hog wild, and well, that I guess that's over. Okay. Bit strange. All right, well, Snefboy leads by 5 seconds over Unku, followed by Unix up into third now. Then we have Mercy, a little over a second behind Unix there, as Mercy takes a very straight line through the chicane. A very dangerous line. In fifth we have Tato, closely followed by Cardude. Seventh, Kasai, Red Fox. Very closely followed by Legolad after his early stop. Should actually see some interesting things going on there. And then rounding out our field we have VNX Blind. Only one disconnect so far, and that was RSF1 Brundle. Legolad pit? He did. He pit very early. And is gonna streak right on past Kasai there. No contest. Whoa! A little contest. Hey, we should all tell Unku to go faster, so maybe he'll go faster and challenge for the lead. Hey Unku, go faster. He didn't respond in the party, so I don't know if he's watching the stream anymore. Or just ignoring me. Both are likely options. I'll tell him when he stops. Good. Uh-oh. Oh, nope, that's just Forza being Forza. I was gonna say, like, hold on. Alright, well, this stint has, it was really shaping up to be, well, you know, Civic doesn't like gravel there, Mercy. This stint, I really thought was gonna be much more action-packed, but, it really hasn't been, huh? A bigger grid, I figured, more action, and, I mean, we had a lot going on in the first little bit, but it's really mellowed out so far. I guess we'll ride with a Sniff for now. Who is our current leader? Some late drama? Oh, I'm sure there will be. I'm just saying, like, it's become a little bit more processional much earlier. I feel like the big unknown in this race right now is Lego Lad after his very early stop. Uh-oh. I think that's a disconnect. Mercy has died. Unfortunate. And Sneff Boy flies into the pit lane and then exits the pit lane? I don't know what I just... We're just gonna act like I ain't seen nothing. Because I don't know how to explain what we just witnessed. I thought that Sneff was coming into the pit lane, but he kind of just levitated on in and then levitated on out. And now he's just going about his business as he was. Excuse me. We'll ride with Unku, who is not making too big of an impression on Snuff. That gap has remained pretty much around 5 seconds for a while now. Actually gone up a little bit, I think. Snuff being the next big thing. This is second enduro. First being last weekend. I got the fastest time in the session and is leading comfortably. Nice. Oh, somebody in the pit lane. That is Sneff making his first stop. For real this time, I think. Tato in as well. I didn't see his car levitate out this time, so I think that that is an actual pit stop. Unix is starting to catch Anku, so that could be interesting.
In the Weeb Civic, the Weebic.
Lego Lad now racing Snef, actually. Now they're effectively on the same pit cycle. That's car dude. That's not... It's not either of the cars I wanted to see. Nothing against car dude, it's just... I wanted to see this. Because we saw Lego definitely had the pace running up there with Anku and Snef originally. But now... Well, we'll see. They both have to make 2 more stops. That is a lot closer. Yeah, he is. He is closing. I think once Anku makes his stop, he's going to be ahead of Anku as well. Speaking of Anku making his stop, I believe that's him in right now, and Unix in. Yep. That's everybody coming in, except for Car Dude so far. That is in contention for the lead. Hato's already made one of his stops. I think Kasai has as well. I'm not sure about Blind. Car Dude goes long. Have told Anku to go faster. Good. Yep, Lego Lad jumped them both there. Anku has lost a lot of time to the leaders. He's done exactly the opposite of your advice. He hasn't actually lost a lot of time. He's only lost a little time. Wishing this is pain. Pain. Suffering. But hey, Lego Lad is definitely closing on Snef for the lead. Not well, thanks. I mean, that would imply that it's going. And as far as I can tell, it ain't going. Alright, so we should be expecting Car Dude in here shortly. So we'll put Snef Boy back in the lead, closely followed by Lego Lad. Anku in third, being hunted down by Unix. Tato way back in 6th after early issues of punting. Kasai in 7th, and Blind rounding out our field. Yep, Car Dude is in. Should come out, I would say, probably behind Tato, in front of Kasai. Not who I wanted. So that gap is still at 1 second, 1.1. Pretty stagnant, honestly. Yep, Car Dude has filtered out just behind Tato. So
No weak chase there. I'm sorry. I'm tired.
Well, we have a little bit of a fight for the lead. I wouldn't necessarily call it a fight just yet. It's more of like follow the leader in the lead. Or follow the leader. I mean, I guess that's all racing is, huh? Somebody's leading and you're following them. A little bit of a lock up there. No harm. Looks like Lego Lad has heard me and has started putting on a little bit of the pressure. Trimmed off a few tenths. Fight, 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 fight! Looks like Unku's starting to come under pressure from Unix. Or will be shortly. Sneffboy taking a little bit of an odd line there. Six tenths. Ooh, Sneff, not good through turn one. It's gonna close right up now. Lego Lad plays his cards right. He could be within overtake distance very shortly. Yeah, it's getting very close here. 0.3 of a second now. Now it's on, boys. We officially have a fight for the lead now, folks. Between Sneff and Lego Lad, the battle of the purples. Hold, Lego Lad. I need this. Well, speaking of Unku, he is now under pressure from Unix as well. I'm actually gonna go see what's going on with those two. Unku is definitely under pressure here. I'm a little bit more focused on the battle for the lead, even though I guess this is important for the overall lead in the endurance race. Oh, look at this. A fantastic run for Unix. Backs out of it, though. I thought he had Unku, but he backed out of it. Unix taking the conservative route. Remember, he's not in this for the overall win here. He's just going for stint position. So I suppose he took the safe route, didn't want to jeopardize the overall results, and took the respectful route. So I guess I can respect that, but, you know. Interesting play. Up front, looks like the battle for the lead's heating back up, spicing back up. A little wide there from Unix. Looks like Lego Lad's had a little bit of a touch of the gravel. Definitely lost his gap there, back down to 1.4, and Unix is going on an adventure. Unix is deceased. Unix has done died. Not sure exactly what just happened there. Well, rest in peace, Unix, for now, I guess. Unku is now no longer under pressure. Kind of a anticlimactic end to that battle, I must say. So we'll just kind of ride with our leaders. Snuff Boy seems to be putting on the speed right now. Growing that gap quite a bit. Just took 3/10 out of Lego Lad there. Or just grew by 3/10. Gap nearing 2 seconds now. At its closest, it was 3 or 2/10, 2 or 3/10. But definitely spread out a bit now. Bit of combination of Lego Ad having a little error and Snuff Boy just being pretty fast. That's really all it comes down to, is he's pretty fast. Maybe we'll see it close up here shortly. Oh, well folks, sorry the commentary slowed down. I'm rather tired. And, well, not a ton happening on track right now. So we're just kind of gonna ride for a little bit. Come on, Lego Lad. Get that sped. Yes, it will be available. I was talking with Unku, and I can send him the downloaded file itself at some point, maybe. I don't know, actually, if I could do this so or not. Hey, Bowtie. Hey, thank you for the resub, my man.
Whittle 16 heart.
as paying attention to the race and not falling asleep, Lego Lad is starting to close down this gap to Sniff here. Hey yo, Bowtie, this Sniff dude, he might be worth looking at. He's pretty fast. What did I just do? Well, you highlighted your message, Gimmicky Jim, using your ball coins. The currency of the great ball field. You done did it. How long is left in this enduro? That's a great question. Probably about an hour? Maybe a little less? You know, it's Forza, so I can't tell. Ooh, this gap is closing right down. 0.8 of a second to Lego Lad. Maybe we'll see ourselves quite a battle going on here. Oh, you know, now it isn't. I looked away for a second, I look back, and, well, Lego Lad's dropped some time, and, well, it's not so much. Very spread out field. And Lego Lad makes his second stop here. Hey, thank you for the follow, Gimmicky Jim 689. Glad to have you. Hope you're enjoying my very sleepy commentary. Who should we ride with? Let's ride with Unku and go cinematic for a little bit. Oh, Unku, what are you doing out there, bud? That's not the track. Even though it should be. Because that banking over there seems like it will be really fun. Doesn't an intense racer. This has some real intense consistency. Yeah. This is the first time I've seen him race, but pretty impressive. Can't deny. Hey, thank you for following as well, Abyss. Almost won the series at Velocity ran Formula E cars. It was getting up by 50 points, I think. Commentary on a race of our own when we made Formula Velocity a few years ago. Shame I couldn't actually race. Yeah, it is. I think I've commentated on a race for you guys before. I know I've beat y'all in a few races before. But I want to say I've done commentary. It wasn't a Formula Velocity race, but it was something Anku helped organize. It was like a DTM race at one point. Discord when I can. Alrighty. Would have been Formula Velocity? Yeah. Duro hosted. Ah, gotcha. Gotcha. Somebody's in the pit lane. Who might that be? Why? And commentator for our server. Well. We can maybe work something out. It all comes down to timing and stuff. Right now is not really a super ideal time for me anymore, even though it's the middle of the day because I work night shifts. But you know, I did this one more as because I know the folks running it really well, and well, it's been pretty fun as well. Unku, you need to go faster, bud. Apex, I don't think the you need to go faster message worked. I think we need to send him another. Sniff. Unfortunately, this stint has spread out so much. There's really just no battles going on at all, dude. Wigglehead is catching Teo, though. Remember, Lego Lad's on a different strategy here. See, I asked you before. Every Sunday at 4 p.m. Let me know. He might have. I'll check again. It's every Sunday, 4 p.m. Eastern. Ooh, Sundays. guess I'm working Sundays. We'll see. We'll see. I cannot give a solid answer at the moment. I didn't see anything, so I'm wondering what happened. There was a lot of battling for third. Like, a non-stop battle for third. And a fantastic run from Abyss to catch wild card for second. That didn't have anything to do with pit strategy or lack of. It was just a really good run. Yeah. There was a lot of battling throughout the early and closing stages. Middle was a little bit dull, as most endurance race or enduro stints are. Is this competitive? Yeah. I mean, it was only for third. You kind of made it very dull at the front, but you know. Elsewhere in the field, it was pretty spicy. Oh my god. I don't know who said that, but that was bad. If you can hear me, shame on you. Bad pun. Unku can't hear me. Unku, go faster. Excuse me? Wow, rude. I can't believe Uncle would do me dirty like this. Fine, had to build the gap. Anyway, I would come back and dominate. Yeah. Nephew legend. He's pretty freaking fast, Senna. Like, he's been going really fast. The next Lance Stroll. Fucker track limits. Right? This concept I definitely stuck to. Yes. Yes. Oh man, we are just. Ugh. This year's Russian Grand Prix at the moment? You mean every Russian Grand Prix? Had a safety car yet? He's right. Oh, hey. Sneff in the pits. It could actually be getting interesting here. Lego Lad's got him. Lego Lad has jumped Sneff in the pits. Panic! We go from panic to calm. Back to snooze. Well, let's see if Sneff can chase himself down Lego Lad. Imagine getting beaten by the safety car. There's no calm, only panic now. Lego Lad is leading. That is true. This does have big implications for the overall result. Two cars in the pits there. That's Unku in the pits and someone else. Unku and Unix in the pits. Shouldn't be any change there. Car duty pitting as well. That's our second stop. So we are about half-ish way. One would think. Let's see. Hopefully Sniff can put in some speed and close this gap down, and we can have ourselves a battle for the lead towards the end. Because I think that that's really the only thing going on right now. Well, Sneff does seem to be putting in quicker laps right now than Lego Lad. You can see him now on the same screen in the same shot. Oh man, I really apologize for the lack of commentary, dude. I am just tired. I just want my first Enduro win. Yeah, I gotcha. Gap's down to 2.4, 2.5 seconds, 2.6, 2.7. Why is it that as soon as I speak, the gap goes right back up, dude? I don't... In Le Mans next year, it's fine. Maybe not. Yes. Alright, I've looked at the gap again, and it's coming down. Is it going to stay coming down, or is it going to go right back up? Well, another lap on, and the gap is within 2 seconds. Lego Lad might be under pressure here shortly. We might have some excitement going into the final stages of this race. One could only hope, yeah? Traffic time indeed. Guess I did not really hold them up too much there. We'll do more. Yup.
Sniff is coming.
He is, but not yet. Falling a little bit back once again. Remember, both of these folks still have one pit stop left to make. Hey, Anku. If you hear me, what's the timer look like? How much we got? Anku did not hear me. Anku did not notice. How sad. My money's gone and crying out me money. How long was left? I don't know. He didn't respond. Lego Lad in the pits. Here we are. Final stop for Lego Lad. Uncle, listen to me. How long is left? Boxing stuff. He doesn't want to lose that gap. Yep. How's Uncle doing? Box, box, box. Let's see what he do. Yeah, we got ourselves a real Lewis Hamilton in the party, dude. Man's out here complaining about them tires. I don't know who it is. Sniff does not pit this time. Oh no. Sniff it, actually. Make up your mind, my man. Either he box or do not box. I'm a Ferrari strategist. You shut your mouth with how accurate that is. It hurts. Found the Ferrari fan in here then? Yes. You've watched my stuff before. I make no illusions. Ah, Unku has finally responded. We have 25 minutes left of running, boys. Pit now. No, 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 not, no. Unku already did the math. Unku already did the math. He's fine. He's fine. He has plenty of time. He has 20 minutes left to pit. 25 minutes left of running. Drink that breakfast then? You shouldn't have drank my what? Excuse me, what? Cursed words did you utter? In my chat? Banned from here. No, you're not gonna be banned. I just don't know. I don't understand. I don't know if I want to understand. I've only ever banned like 2 or 3 people, so we're fine. Cleared 25% handicap center. He's pitting! He's pitting! He almost missed the pit lane. Alrighty, boys. How is this gonna shake out? He's gonna come out ahead. I don't know. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be very close. It's gonna be very close. He's not rolling yet. He's moving now. Oh, it's gonna be so close. He does not have him, but he's gonna be close. Oh, look at this! Oh, he's going for it! He sent it too hard, boys! He sent it too hard! But it wasn't too deep. It wasn't too deep. It was ambitious. It was ambitious as hell. Fresh tires now? Yeah. Well, we're back where we have been then. He's gaining. Indeed. It's getting close. It's gonna be spicy. Every time I see the taillights of that truck over there and I think, oh, somebody's off, but it's just some corner worker in a truck. He does seem to be faster. Fire the worker. Hey, get out of here! One second. 1 second! Oh, it's close. Eight tenths of a second! It's coming down, boys. Unku's... Oh, Unku's pitting. I was about to say, like, Unku is in the fight now? But no, he was just getting past in the pit lane. Oh, come on, Sniff. I'm not a marshal, dude. I can invite you to the party. You can tell them. Xbox is currently not plugged in. Oh. Well, you have a PC? Can you join it off PC? I don't know how to. Oh. Fair. Oh, that's 5/10 of a second, boys. That's half a second. It's a second, but half. Well, now it's back up to 7/10. "15 minutes left, dudes." said speed up. Unku, he's listening now. He is. Unku, continue going faster. Canadian Grand Prix. I mean, I don't blame you, honestly. French Grand Prix is where it's at. I'm gonna say no, it isn't, because I can't even recall that race. Because everything at modern Magny-Cours is a snooze fest. Come on, Sniff. I don't think that Sneff has it. I think that Lego Lad's just too quick. Honestly, I do. They're both just super consistent. The gap is accordioning a lot. It's bouncing back and forth, but it's not conclusively coming down or going up. You can do it? I think he can. But I don't know if he has enough time. Italy 2020, true. Man, I wish it had been signs. I like Gasly too, but man, I wish it had been signs. Kato and Blind are battling. Oh shit, they are! You're right. Well, looks like somebody's off, actually. Blind was off. Kasai is in the pits. Yeah, I was about to say, It would seem that we keyed into that battle a little bit too late. How much time left? Not much. Under 10, I think. Under 10 minutes. So back to a regularly scheduled SNEF programming. SNEF running damage. Nope. He isn't. Oh, but he's getting loose. Vettel don't lose it now. Mein Gott. Isn't catching him. Nope. Like I said, the gap's just been too consistent. Oh, well, hold on, that was pretty close. Five minutes left, boys. Snap is certainly pushing. He is, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. I really don't. I want it. I want to see it happen, but I don't know. Open DRS. Oh yes. Open DRS on this single element fixed wing. Yes. Hold A to open DRS. Okay, hold on. Let me hold A. Guys, I don't think it worked. I think it's actually lost him a lot of time. Let's not do that anymore. How long now? 1 minute left, according to Anku. Literally, as soon as I asked it, or literally as soon as I read the message, Anku answered. Hold on. What's going on here? What's going on here? Hold on, we have a race for third! Anku is under pressure! Last gasp drama. "30 seconds. "15. I think Anku has it. Unless there's a hell of a dive here by Unix. Alrighty, folks, that does it. Stint winner is UNK Lego Lad, followed by Sneff Lad, think we just won. It's close.
followed by Onku, Unix, Imbitato, Cardude, Kasai, Blind, everywhere else. Top 2 very close in feet. Oh boy. What is the number, boy? What is the number?